Yeah, welcome back to the House of Animation. It's your boy Jay, and today we have another banger of a video for you guys and girls. Today we're gonna respond to Reggie's video on is Blackbeard a genius or not. But first, let's drop that intro. I want to preface this video by saying, if you haven't seen Reggie's video, go check it out. It's a great video, good content. But in the same sentence, there were certain things I personally did not agree with. Now, again, I do agree with the fact that Blackbeard may necessarily be at the top hierarchy of smart motherfuckers in One Piece, but I do give this man more credence than a lot of people do. There's more that this man is letting on for us to know. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. If y'all think that Conjuro deserved an Oscar, man, Blackbeard deserves Tonys, Oscars, Emmys, all of it. And we gonna break that down all right here in this episode. But before we can even get to the juicy part of the video, we have to talk about Blackbeard as a character, because there has been a sense of duality within his character. We've seen him both be a coward and, on the other hand, courageous. We've seen him be highly intelligent and then do some stupid ass shit in the same next panel. We've also seen him look OP and then, on the other hand, look weak as hell. And not to mention, this man has finessed some of the major players in the One Piece world. As you know, Blackbeard joined the Whitebeard Pirates at the age of 12 and spent over 2 decades plus on their ship plotting and finessing. This man was also never shown to be sleeping. This really means this man really thought out his plans. Up until the very day where he finally was able to exact plan that he wanted, which was finding the Yami Yami no Mi, aka the dark fruit, backstabbing his own crewmate, the leader of the 4th division of the Whitebeard Pirates, Thatch. This man waited 20 plus years and only joined the Whitebeard Pirates in getting his hands on this exact devil fruit. And the only reason why he had noticed that this was the said devil fruit in question was because he had spent years studying it, learning its shape, learning its size and color, meaning this man put some thought into this. And with this one act, we would not have a majority of the storylines that happened in part 1 and even in part 2, because this act was a catalyst to the current story. And one of the first things that Reg says in his video was that, hey, maybe Blackbeard could have took the route and joined the Marines, giving him access to more resources, availability, a bigger network, and probably would allowed him to get his hands on the fruit a little quicker. I thought that was a good point to make, but then we have to take a look at Blackbeard's character and what he's saying in the actual story. When Ace was going up for the 2nd Division commander position, we learned that Blackbeard himself turned it down and actually encouraged Ace, was like, yo bro, go do that, stating that I do not have that kind of ambition. These are key words that are showing us what Blackbeard is actually thinking and planning. And for me, the way I actually dissected this, it really showed us that he had no intentions of serving under someone and wanted to lead by his own. Serving under Whitebeard served him no more purpose, because he was about to get his hands on the said devil fruit that he wanted. And that was the only reason why he was there. I gotta give that to Blackbeard. That's kind of smart. And to tackle the whole fact that Blackbeard is staying on the ship for 26 years, yes, that's a very long time. Blackbeard only does things to further his plan. And yeah, bro, of course, within 26 years, someone definitely could have ate that fruit, but we have to remember Blackbeard's philosophy. He is a man who believes in fate, and he lets fate dictate his future. And when he got the dark fruit, this man said, this was my destiny, my fate. This fruit was for me. He knew he was gonna get his hands on it. Probably waiting 26 years was probably the smartest thing that Blackbeard could do at the time. And yeah, I do kind of give a little credence to Reggie. Taking 26 years is a very long time, but let's look at the facts. 26 years ago, Whitebeard was definitely very much in his prime. Challenging a sicker Whitebeard is much easier to take his fruit than when that man's in his prime. Now, this right here is one of my favorite arguments, and me and Reggie have gone back and forth about this, like, hey, did Blackbeard really orchestrate the whole Marineford arc? And here's my take on this. We have to give Blackbeard some credence. Now, personally, I don't think this man was like, yo, if I do this, all these events are going to happen. Because yes, we have clearly seen Blackbeard definitely be a master opportunist and definitely turn them damn lemons into lemonade. The whole notion that the Marineford was not a direct result of this man's actions is preposterous. It's crazy. Like, you have to give credit where credit is due. Let's break it down. As a character, Blackbeard has been known to mock people and also overshare during fights. One of his greatest weaknesses, and that's when he always takes an L. But in these key moments when he's oversharing is when we really truthfully learn about his plans. Now, the only reason why Blackbeard wanted to join the Shichibukai was so that he could go and get into Impel Down to recruit some of the world's strongest criminals to join his pirate crew. do. And the only way this man could do it was by taking Crocodile's vacant seat. And you want to know how he was going to do that? This man wants to capture Zoro and Luffy because they just recently got higher bounties. And him thinking like, bro, I'm not really a renowned pirate because I like to stay in my corner and it's only accurate when it only benefits me. This was the perfect opportunity. And then this man Ace, not really having it that he killed his own crewmate, goes to find Blackbeard. And when Blackbeard tell Ace, yo, this is my plan. I plan to capture Luffy and Zoro. And Ace is like, nah, bro, that's my little brother. You not doing that. And first of all, I'm here to take your goddamn head off because you killed one of our crew members. And Blackbeard goes so far. I swear, Blackbeard asks anybody to join his goddamn pirate crew if you have a good ass double fruit. I swear to God. Blackbeard goes to this man and was like, yo, Commander, come join my crew. We can take over anything. And during this battle, we learned some very crucial pieces of information that came directly from this man's mouth. He said that the era of Whitebeard will soon end. A little foreshadowing. Meaning this man really plotted and waited for the right time to enact evil mastermind plan. Now granted, this man really originally sought out to capture Zoro and Luffy and said, nah, I'm gonna finesse this and turn over Ace instead. Bro, we still gotta give credit to Blackbeard because no matter what he did, whether he wanted to turn lemons into lemonade or really wanted to capture Zoro and Luffy over Ace, at the end of the day, what was this man's original goal? His goal was to become a warlord. Did that man complete that said goal? And even him saying that the end of the Whitebeard era is soon upon us, it goes to show you that this man was planning something sinister and he was really plotting and waiting for the right time to take out Whitebeard. Knowing that Whitebeard was one, already sick, two, would probably get to skirmish, he waited. But we're gonna get to that in just a second. The first thing Mons them do once he became a warlord was to go to Impel Down to get his crew stronger. Now, I can't really give him credit to say that he directly influenced Luffy to go attack Impel Down because he had just found out that Luffy was Ace's brother. But like the master opportunist this man is, my boy took full advantage of this shit. After running into Luffy and Impel Down and throwing hands with him a little bit, the fight between Blackbeard and Luffy is actually stopped by Jinbei, who tells Luffy, yo, bro, we don't got time for this. We gotta go save your brother. And to Blackbeard, he's like, yo, bro, I already got what I wanted. I don't need your brother no more. So whether or not you save him, that's up to you and the Lord. Good luck. And during this meeting, we actually hear from Blackbeard's mouth something that's so crucial, which kind of proves the point that Blackbeard had planned to get Whitebeard at the war. After Jinbei says, yo, bro, listen, if it weren't to you and your little prison break-in, we probably wouldn't have been able to break out of the jail so easily. And Blackbeard responded by saying, due to all the ruckus that you guys had caused, it really helped us in enacting our plan. And you know what Blackbeard says next? He tells Jinbei that we are going to shake the whole world to its core. I ain't gotta be no mathematician, high-level Machiavellian person to break down to you what that actually implies. That implied that this man was gunning for Whitebeard. And he knew exactly what he was gonna do. He was gonna go to Marineford. To give a little credence to Reggie, I do think that Blackbeard's overall actions in the whole Impel Down arc may have not been the smartest. Because if we look at the facts, Blackbeard kind of went into Impel Down not with a real foolproof plan of what he was gonna encounter. And we see that when he fights against Magellan and almost gets put on a t-shirt. That was dumb as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I think the whole point and purpose was breaking into the world's most max security prison was to find the strongest people. And he knew that he had to take that risk. And as a person who believes in destiny and fate, Blackbeard was willing to take that risk because he truthfully believes himself to be the man that Gold Roger was waiting for. In this next move in Impel Down, I actually gotta give it to Blackbeard. While it not may be like super intelligent or whatever, it's definitely one of the smartest things I think he did was he allowed all of the level 6 criminals to fight each other to a death match, and only the strongest who survived would be able to join his crew. Meaning like, yo, I don't really gotta go through y'all profiles, and I gotta read up who y'all are. I don't care, I just need the strongest. Now, personally, one could say it's kind of a stretch to say that, and by capturing Ace, Blackbeard knew that Luffy would go to Impel Down. And also one could argue it, by capturing Ace, one would say that Whitebeard would go back to collect him. But I do think there might be credence to the later half of this theory, just because that we already seen how much Whitebeard would go hard for his kids, the people that he considered his family, his sons. We know that Blackbeard's whole mission in becoming a Shichibukai was to get into Impel Down. So with that objective done, what was the point of him going over to the Marineford? There's only two possible outcomes of that decision. Either A, he heard that everybody was mobbing over to the Marineford and everybody was gonna be fighting, or B, it was already part of his plan. And yeah, bro, I get it. I understand maybe his plan wasn't directly like verbatim, like, yo, if I capture Ace, all this other bullshit's gonna happen. But I do think he had somewhat of a plan to be like, yo, and by capturing capturing Ace, I know a lot of shit's gonna go off just because of this one event, and I'm going to do the best to take advantage of this situation, because in every battle that we've seen Blackbeard get into, it's only to further his self-interest and goals. He's only moving if it benefits him, and he knew by capturing Ace, events would happen that would benefit him and allow him to shake the world to its core. And what do we see Blackbeard do when he gets to the war? He steals Whitebeard's fruit. How does this man have the knowledge to know how to steal one else's fruit? You know, you can't tell me that man's not somewhat intelligent. And yeah, we definitely can't give credit to Blackbeard, because the Marines getting in one of Whitebeard's son's head was all on the Marines. And to the point that, okay, why are we giving Blackbeard the majority of the credit for planning out this Marine Ford arc when the other supernovas were there? I mean, let's break it down. If you're a person trying to make a name for yourself in this new world, don't you think you want to join the greatest war that's about to happen? Think about it. The whole reason why Blackbeard wanted to join the Shichibukai was to further his goals. Obviously, the other supernovas were doing that. Of course, they're gonna get a piece of that. But at the end of the day, that would have not happened if it wasn't for Blackbeard's actions. Whether he planned upwards or whether he didn't, or whether he was just taking advantage, because even when he says it's an impel down, he gets there, he says, yo, all right, bro, my plan didn't really go accordingly to what I planned it out to be, but let's see what fate has in store for me. Meaning he's able to accept whatever situation he has and make the best out of it. Like, bro, as soon as this man pulls up to Marine HQ, this man says like, yo, Sengoku, I don't need you no more. I got what I wanted. You can keep your little warlord status. I'm out. This man really finessed two of the greatest strategic minds in the whole Marines. Both Sengoku and Suru. Man finessed both of them. They were shocked. Like, bro, look at Sengoku's face. Man's got finesse. And even after the ending of the war, usually, in my personal opinion, I think this is Blackbeard's biggest weakness, his ego and his cockiness. Let's take a look at it. Blackbeard knew that when Shanks pulled up to end the war, he knew that he wasn't winning against the red-haired pirates one-on-one. He knew that his crew couldn't go toe-to-toe. The whole reason why they came through the damn war was to catch Whitebeard slipping. And they already accomplished their goal, so what's the point of fighting another battle? Nah, we gonna check you another day. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I know Shanks wanted the smoke. Blackbeard was a guy who gave Shanks those scars on top of his eye. There's always been a sense of duality to Blackbeard. Whether we see him doing one thing, whether it's smart, and then on the other hand, we see this man doing something incredibly dumb, i.e. fighting Magellan with no plan. We've always seen a sense of duality. And this goes on to play with the whole theory of Blackbeard having multiple personalities or hearts or yada yada yada, and that's the reason why he can have multiple devil fruits. I think that obviously Blackbeard is not fully revealing everything, and there's more to this character than we fully know. And whether you think this man's intelligent or not, we have to look at what intelligence really is. Intelligence is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. We seen Blackbeard do this because right after the war, what was the first thing this man did? He applied all the knowledge that he used spending on Whitebeard shit for all those decades and took over Whitebeard's territories. This man went to a war, marked on the rest of the Whitebeard pirates and snuffed them out. This man was plotting since the very beginning, albeit he has made some very, very terrible choices. I'm not going to take that away, but at the same damn time, this man has also made some moves. I'm like, damn, I gotta give it to him. Whether it's admit or not, we have to define it by what it is. There's not only just one type of intelligence. According to Steinberg's theory, there's three types of intelligence: creative intelligence, analytical intelligence, and practical intelligence. And I think that Blackbeard is a mixture of all three of these. And obviously, I'm not saying he's completely 100% all three of these, because he's definitely failed in some of these areas. But in the practical sense, he's definitely displayed street smarts. He's seen to show how to finesse people. But on the other hand, he has lacked in common sense. But for creative, he's definitely been shown to be imaginative and innovative, as we've seen this man plan things out and go with the flow, regardless if it actually is in his original plans. And in the last aspect, I do think he might be lacking in the analytical intelligence department just because of his brash mistakes that he has made in the past. But for the first two, the proof is in the pudding. And obviously, not everything this man plans out goes according to his plans. Like when he goes and fights Law after Wano. Now, the move to attack either Luffy, Kid, or Law after Wano, because he know that why even go to Wano and fight Kaido or mess with that dude? Why not just let these dudes do all the heavy lifting and I'm gonna catch them lacking? Is this move smart? Yes. Is it also cowardly? Yeah. But at the same time, divide and conquer, baby. We not here to play fair. We here to win. Also, to give credence, in the same battle he's fighting against Law, he also gets chastised by his own crewmate because this man, Blackbeard, just rushes in. He's also shown the capability to be able to plan and finesse. Like the time where he got Gecko Moria slipping, getting him to come to the pirate's paradise on the assumption that Absalom was kidnapped and captured there. This man really finessed this man. When Gecko Moria pulled up and was like, yo, Absalom, and found out that it was really Shiryu, Blackbeard got on the mic and was like, yo, bro, you trying to join my crew? But nah, on a serious note, I think that there's a lot of things that we have not fully understand from the character of Blackbeard, because honestly, when it comes to his story, we've really only seen this man in the anime and manga a very small fraction of the time. So it's like, I don't think we have enough evidence to truthfully, fully answer this question. But from what we're given, I have to lean towards more he's on the intelligent side. Although I can see why he's bogged down by some of the dumbass choices he's made. But if not that, if the result of this video is you still think this man is dumb, at least walk away with this conclusion. This man is a master finesser. If you thought Conjuro was an actor, dog, nah, man. Give this man Blackbeard an Oscar, because the performances that this man has put on and the way he strung stuff together in the One Piece story, I gotta give it to my dog. But thank you for stopping by the channel. Make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and turn them alerts and notifications on. We really appreciate the support and love. And also leave down in the comments on whether you agree with me or whether you agree with Reggie. You know, it's all love either way. And with that, you already know what it is. Gotta blast.